Mastering shall and should in English. Hello, language learners. Welcome back to our Grammar Fundamentals series. In today's video, we are diving into the realm of primary modal verbs. More specifically, we'll demystify the usage of shall and should. These two modal verbs often pose challenges to English learners, but fear not. By the end of this video, you'll feel more confident using them. So, let's jump right in. Shall is a modal verb that we use mainly to talk about future events, to ask for advice or to make suggestions and offers. Usage 1. Future events. Shall is most commonly used to indicate future events, especially in the first person, I and we. For instance, I shall go to the party tomorrow. Remember, this usage is more formal and somewhat archaic, and is often replaced with will in everyday conversation. Usage 2. Asking for advice or opinions. When used in a question, shall is a polite way of asking for advice or opinions. An example is, what shall I wear to the meeting? Usage 3. Making suggestions or offers. Finally, we use shall to make suggestions or offers, primarily in question form. For instance, shall we go for a walk? Now, let's move on to should. Should is a very versatile modal verb and it can be used to give advice, to express obligation or expectation, and to talk about probability. Usage 1. Giving advice. Should is often used when we want to give advice. For example, you should study for the test. Usage 2. Expressing obligation or expectation. Should can also be used to express obligation or expectation. For instance, I should be home by 8 p.m. Usage 3. Talking about probability. Lastly, we use should to talk about something that is probable or expected. Like, the mail should arrive soon. Knowing when to use shall and when to use should can be confusing, but don't worry, we've got you covered. The key to remember is that shall is generally used in more formal situations or written English, and it's often used with I and we for future actions, offers, or suggestions. On the other hand, should is used more broadly and casually for advice, obligations, and probability. Remember, practice is key. The more you use these words, the more comfortable you'll become with them. That wraps up our exploration of the modal verbs, shall and should. We hope you now have a clearer understanding and can use them with more confidence in your daily English conversations. Remember, the secret to mastering any language is practice, so make sure to incorporate shall and should into your spoken and written English. Thank you for watching and happy learning.